Hello lovely people, welcome to the Trisect Program, a transformative 5-step journey that is designed to help us take back control over our lives and step into a brighter future. In phase 1, we tackle the foundation of it all. We change our mindset by understanding the mirror principle. Have you ever felt stuck? Not proud of your past or doubted your ability to change? I sure did a couple of years ago, but we're breaking free from that belief. The mirror principle tells us that to change our external reality, which is the life we want, we must first change our internal perception. Think of your reality as a mirror reflecting your relationship with yourself. It's about attracting what you want by believing in the version of yourself you'd like to be. It's crazy how this works, but it's really true. And it all has to do with the law of attraction. Attract what you want to attract. So let's get clear on who we want to become. And let's make a promise to ourselves right here that we will believe in the version we want to be and shift that internal narrative about ourselves and our past.
Always make your best move, your next move.
Now on to phase 2, the MVO process I created that I fill in with my clients. Mission, values, objectives. Your mission is your vision for the future across personal, mental, physical, and spiritual dimensions. Super important to remember is that a great mission doesn't have a finish line and is created on your definition of success. We're not forgetting our core values because they define who we are or how we would like to be in each moment. Pause the video here for a quick brainstorm session on your values. I would advise you to match them with your mission. 3 to 4 objectives follow, smart formulated with clear finish lines to ensure we're working towards our mission. For example, if my physical mission is to become the best strong version of myself, I'll make sure to set one objective to weight train 4 times per week for 1 hour and follow a certain lifting program I can track. Hopefully that's a bit clear. And to encapsulate our MVO process, we set a one-word focus that symbolizes all of this. And this should act as a reminder to keep us on track. Now let's dive into phase 3, habit formation. This step is all about adopting our objectives as empowering habits and breaking the bad habits that are holding us back. I've got a clear system for you, so listen up. For creating habits, we're doing the task bracketing exercise. I discovered this exercise through Andrew Huberman, the professor in neurology who dives deep into the intricate systems of the brain and finds the most effective protocols to optimize our life. I would highly advise you to apply this exercise on all of your objectives. Step 1, choose the habit you want to form. It could be anything, from adopting 4 hours of focused work into your day, to daily meditation or exercise. Step 2, visualize the steps. We'll envision the specific sequence of steps required to execute that habit. What does the process look like? I like to go very detailed. For example, meditation. I close my eyes, hands between my thighs, focusing on the room around me, feeling my breathing pattern, scanning my body, releasing difficult thoughts, calming my mind, and slowly concentrating on my awareness. Now, step 3, pre-habit events. We identify the steps and feelings we get 10 to 15 minutes before the habit. What triggers the start of this habit sequence? What thoughts do we have? What items do we gather? In the morning, after I get ready for the day, I go downstairs, drink a full glass of water. I think I first want to meditate before my breakfast. I sit on my couch, not trying to judge myself if I don't feel like meditating, but still doing it. Sitting in a neutral position, I get my phone, focus on not opening Instagram and go straight to my meditation YouTube playlist. I put my headphones in my ears, play a calming frequency or a guided meditation if I lack some focus. Lastly, step 4, post-habit events, which is I think the most important. Consider the events or feelings 10 to 15 minutes after you completed the habit. How will it make you feel? Happy? Energized? Confident? The positive associations we make with the habit are crucial here, connected to a positive outcome. When I'm done meditating, I feel really calm, focused, and in control. I feel like I'm ready to tackle my day with a positive mind. I feel accomplished that I started my day with a moment for myself instead of mindless scrolling on Instagram. I feel like I improved the connection with myself. Now, if we visualize and write down all of these steps, our brain engages in reward prediction error. We leverage the dopamine surge by associating the habit with positive feelings. This is such a powerful motivator and reminder for moments when we lose our motivation. Let's move on to breaking bad habits with the positive cargo exercise. Try to listen to the full explanation because it may sound a bit silly at first. Step 1, identify the bad habit. Be aware of your bad habit. Mine, for example, is procrastinating on my phone. Step 2. Post-bad habit moment. Immediately following the bad habit, we engage in a small replacement behavior. This is the positive cargo. For me, it's drinking a full glass of water. With this added behavior, we create a double habit loop. Why do I call it a loop? Well, good and bad habits are like loops, which start with a thought, create a feeling, which we eventually act upon. So, over time, when we continue to perform this replacement behavior, we will replace the bad habit loop in our brain with the new double habit loop in our brain. And this creates a temporal mismatch. This new loop disrupts the closed loop of the bad habit, turning it into an open loop. Very important to make the replacement behavior easy to execute, so there's less mental friction. For me, drinking a full glass of water is easy and refreshing. It's also progressively getting darker as I'm recording. You're gonna love the winter months. Okay, so now we venture into phase 4, understanding you. Let's start with identifying our self-sabotaging patterns. In this step, we imagine we are investigators uncovering the mysteries of our own behaviors. For this to work, we need to take a close look at our actions and reactions, with the intention of identifying patterns that may be hindering our progress. These patterns can include procrastination, negative self-talk, perfectionism, fear of failure, or resistance to change. Be honest with yourself here. For me, procrastination. I'm not ashamed to say this. This only helps me and my process. What is this self-sabotaging for you? Go sit somewhere quiet with no distractions and ask yourself, when do you tend to procrastinate or avoid taking necessary actions? What self-critical thoughts frequently arise when you're working on personal growth or trying something new? This introspective journey helps bring to light the habits and thought patterns that might be holding us back. So I advise we take note here. These behaviors are often connected to and activated by triggers. This is also our next step, understanding our triggers. Triggers often link back to past experiences that we have buried deep within ourselves. How difficult it may be, it's time to bring these uncomfortable situations into the light, accept them as part of our history, and reclaim them as sources of strength rather than weaknesses. Consider this. What habits or behaviors consistently hinder your progress or goals? If we have an answer, we'll dive a little deeper and ask why a couple of times to discover the root cause. By understanding our triggers, we gain the power to create a strategy to neutralize them. I also have a technique that can help you along this process. It's called the seed of self. I mentioned this a couple of times before in my videos, but this technique involves observing your thoughts and emotions from an objective point of view, creating a metaphorical distance between yourself and your feelings. And the best part is we can apply this technique anywhere we go. So here's how you practice the seed of self technique. Begin by simply watching your thoughts. Be consciously aware that you're being aware of what is happening in your mind. Remember, you are not your thoughts and emotions. You are merely the observer of them. The place from which you observe is called the seed of self. Big tip, consider incorporating meditation into your routine to improve this awareness. I always advise my clients to make meditation one of their objectives, starting with just a few minutes per session and then gradually increasing it over time. Meditation acts as such a powerful tool for achieving true inner freedom. Trust me on that. It turned dark in like 30 seconds, so now we're light and we go to the final phase, the backup plan. Let's be real here, our motivation can take a hit, so let's create a backup plan together. Let's look at all the exercises we did together. What can you start applying now? Identify heavy emotions, triggers, and bad habits that might throw us off. What will we do when they occur? We can revise our goals, apply positive cargo, or take a step back and be a bit more realistic. Document it all into your backup plan file and have it ready as your guideline in challenging times. As we wrap up, remember, personal growth is a lifelong journey. Be kind to yourself when challenges arise. I also think there's magic to be found in having an accountability partner. Having somebody by your side in your self-development process, guiding you every step along the way, from that initial push to that crossing the finish line moment. And that's my mission. Empowering young professionals like yourself who crave meaning and are searching for a solid foundation to redefine themselves. I figured out how the Trisect Program worked for me, and now my mission is to tailor this journey to work wonders for you. The link to my Instagram is in the description, so if you're ready to start this life-changing adventure together, one-on-one, you can always reach out. Feed the mind, the body, and the soul, as one cannot function without the other. Enjoy the rest of your day, and much love.